Vyaktam Akhandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Param Tattvaya Narayanaya Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Krim Krim Bhootnathaya Namaha. Om Trim Trim Trijataya Namaha. Om Sarvebhyo Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Kamakhya Devyai Namaha. So today I'm going to speak about my experiences or my journey with Guruji. Many of the disciples I talk to, they are very excited to hear all those little things about Guruji and how Guruji started. So I'm going to speak about that. I was very fortunate to be born as the eldest daughter of Guruji. So I was very fortunate to see the earlier journey. People now see him with a big crowd and he's talking and he's very famous now. But I have seen his journey when he was young, and he was going to many gurus. He has gone to everybody, and I was small that time, and he would come with pictures of this guru, that guru, so many things. And I was very lucky. Every time he would come, we would sit in the night and we would just discuss. And I used to have a lot of questions. So at that time I think I was in 8th or 9th grade. And I used to have a lot of questions. He would keep answering me, whatever he has learned. So that's how the journey had started. When I was in 10th grade, at that time, Guruji, my father met his Guruji, whom we lovingly call Bade Guruji, Narayana Srimaliji or Paramahansa Chetnanandji. So at that time, Papa met him. And when he met him, he started going there regularly. And he was like kind of crazy. He left everything and he would go there and do his sadhanas for months and months. He was only sitting near the feet of his guru, trying to learn, because his spiritual energy was so strong and he wanted all that knowledge from his guru. So that was the time he was intensely devoted to it. I was growing up, and in our family the kids were very small, and it was a new experience for the entire family. So my mom also, at one point, she used to get scared because the people around would say, oh, your husband is, what has happened to your husband? Why is he leaving the business and everything and going to his guru? But I would hear their conversations, and she would be worried, and she would talk to him, and then he'll say, whatever it is, I'm not going to leave my gurus. He was very devoted to his guru. So one quality that I have seen throughout his life is that unflinching devotion towards his guru. This was with Paramahansa Nikleshwaranand. And during that time, I was very lucky. 2 years passed. He would learn sadhanas from his guru, and he came. I was in 10th grade. The first sadhana he gave us was Saraswati sadhana, and he gave us the mantra, Aang Shakti Chalini Ubhang. So that was the first seed that he gave to us, and we would do that sadhana. We started doing the sadhana along with him. He would sit nights, we would also sit with him. If his guru said, go and sit near, I have seen him, his guru said, go and sit near a ocean and do this sadhana. And he would go to Mud Island the whole day, stand there in the water, whatever sadhana Guruji has given, he would do there. Then he would come home all with burned skin, everything red, and we would be like, what's wrong with you? But he was like that. If his guru has told him, do this sadhana, you have to sit the whole night. So I have seen him, he would just send us away from our rooms, and he would take that room because that was our temple room. He would sit there, burn the light, whole night, for days and days he would just sit and do sadhana. So that is my memory of him, so devoted towards the sadhana and towards his guru. So 2 years we were going with that, and during that time I was very fortunate to meet Baba Bhootnathji. Again, I give the credit to him only. Because of him, we were able to see such a living master, who was beyond anything. Baba Bhootnathji, the moment you approach him, the moment you go to him, you feel that intense energy, the intense love, which is, we cannot explain that experience. You have to just feel it. And when Baba Bhootnathji came to Bombay, I told my dad, because I had a lot of stories I had heard from him about Babaji, but I didn't want to go with him. I wanted to test Babaji myself, Baba Bhootnathji. So I said, you are not coming with me, I am going all alone. So I went all alone to Khar. Babaji had come from Lucknow and he was staying in an apartment in Khar near Bandra. And then I entered the room at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then they didn't allow me to meet. I'm sitting the whole day till 5 o'clock in the evening. I sat down and I was very angry and I was hungry and I was tired. And then 5 o'clock I was allowed to enter. When I enter there, Babaji looks at me and he says, "Aao, aao, Asha ki beti aao." And Smita Devi, he said, "Smita Devi hai na tumhara naam?" Means come, Asha's daughter, come. Asha is my mom's name. He's like, come, Asha's daughter. And your name is Smita Devi, right? I was shocked. How does he know my name? Because that's how he was. He could see everything. He could see the future. He knew everything. You don't have to tell him anything about you. He would just know. So he saw me and then he's like, "Acha, Papa kaise hai?" and everything. And then that was my 12th grade. So 12th grade I had given the board exam and my marks had come already. I had got very, very good grades and I had applied in engineering colleges. And I was very sure with my grades I am 100% going to get in one of the best colleges. But Babaji says, you are not going to get in that college where you want to go. So in my mind I am thinking, how does he know? He is illiterate. So bad, so bad. And like, he does not know about engineering colleges. He does not know about marks. He is just a Baba. Without any studies, he became that. And I'm in my mind, I'm thinking like that. And Babaji says, the college where you want to go, you're not going to get it. But I'm going to pray to Maa Kamakhya. And then after 1 month, you will get a letter, a call letter. And then you will get the admission. But you will not get in what subject you want. But wait for 1 year, next year you will get everything. So this is what he said. So I came home, I'm still puffed up, Babaji does not know anything, I will definitely get the admission. Now what happened? All the admissions were over and I didn't get into my college. And then forcibly I had to take admission in a BSc course. I was very sad, literally depressed. So I was walking with my father and I said, मेरे को इतना अच्छा marks आया, means I got such good marks, yet I didn't get into engineering college. All those people who got lesser marks they got into best colleges. I didn't get it. It's so bad. Then Papa said, see, if Babaji has told you that the call letter is going to come, then it is going to come. No matter what, you have to trust. And I said, Papa, all admissions are closed. There is no way any call letter is going to come to me. It's all closed. He said, no, Babaji has said, so it will happen. Just wait. And that's how it happened. 1 month later, I got a call from the college where I wanted to go. And the same way, the course which I wanted electronics engineering. I didn't get it. But Babaji had already told, you will not get the course of your choice also. But Papa said, Babaji has said to take that admission anyways. So I took the admission into production engineering first year. Next year, they moved me to electronics and engineering. It all happened. So till date, I mean, if I became an engineer, I have not done anything. I think so. It's Maa Kamakhya, it's Babaji, it's Papa who has inflicted the faith in me. But when you meet a person of that caliber, and then when such incidences happen in your life, they strengthen your faith. Another example, another thing what happened, Babaji stayed there for 10 days in Khar. So the last day, me and my friend were going and we were discussing about, Babaji had this siddhi where he could get anything from the air. And Babaji had given one ring to Papa from the air. So I told Papa, I want to see Babaji bringing something from the air. So Papa said, he has stopped these days, he's not getting anything. I said, I want to see it, but. So with that mood, I went, I was sitting in the train and I was talking to my friend that I just want to see Babaji bringing something from the air. So again we went, and same way 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock I had to sit. 5 o'clock, at least 20 people were allowed to go inside his room. The moment we all went, everybody sat down just the way you are sitting. And then Babaji just called me and my friend, called near him, and he said, open your mouth. I was like, okay, and then he just moved his hand in the air, and he just pushed it in our mouth. There was a lot of dry fruits. So imagine he had his empty hand in the air with dry fruits, my mouth and my friend's mouth. It's like he's like shutting our mouth. You wanted to test me? Okay, go. Shut your mouth now. So just the two of us, we saw that, that Siddhi, Prapti Siddhi, we saw that Babaji doing it.
Shunya Siddhi.
Shunya Siddhi, Prapti.
So, it's acquiring something from nothing.
Nothing. And he gave that thing. Then I told him, Babaji, you are going to Lucknow, but I want you to come to my home. That's my very desire. I really want you to come. So Babaji asked me, how do I come to your home? And I was a kid. I didn't know that Babaji, all these rich people are near Babaji. They can take him in a good car. I, like a small child, I just said, oh, we have to take this train, we have to take this auto, and we have to go to our home. He said, I'll come. And I said, Babaji, tomorrow you are leaving. Then when will you come? He's like, I promised you, I'll come. So anyways, so I came back. And then a year passed and Babaji had not come, but my mind was always like, he didn't come, he has not kept his promise. I hope he comes next year, he will come to my home. And I used to tell him, he will come, no? He's like, he will come. If he has said, he will come. 1 year later, what happened? One day we just called him. I saw a dream. I saw a dream that Babaji has come to my house in my dream, and he's sitting, and there is a big bhandara going on, and we are doing his seva, and mummy is giving so much dry fruits and everything. A lot of people are there. In my dream, like it was so live, I got up and I was like, Papa, Babaji had come to our house in my dreams yesterday, and we had good bhandara. So Papaji said, okay, maybe Babaji is thinking about us, let's call him. And then we called Lucknow, and then we came to know that he had just taken Samadhi an hour back. So he had left his body. But see the greatness of such saints. I mean, I was a simple-hearted person, but I told him, come to my house. So he kept his promise even before he left his body. So before taking the Samadhi, he came in my dreams, he had the seva, he blessed me. Till that, I think, whenever I think of the dream, or whenever I have asked Babaji anything, I tell you, and there's so many things I can go on talking, but these are some of the very significant things, significant memories in my life, which had a very, very great impact on me. And then, but the sadhana started, and I got the faith in Kamakhya. I got the faith in all the sadhana process because I saw Baba Bhootnathji. Then with Papa, we started doing the sadhana. Papa started this tradition of all the Guru Bhais, of Paramahansa Nikleshwaranand. After Babaji was not there, Papa was following Paramahansaji, Nikleshwaranandji, and then all the disciples of Nikleshwaranandji and Papa, we would go on a mountain near Powai Lake in Bombay, in Ayappa temple, every Saturday night. And we used to do sadhanas. So every Saturday night, we would take a target of doing Sawa Lakh jap, that is 125,000 times we would do the jap. So all the sadhanas, Guru, Bhairav, whatever the process is there, we used to do there in Ayappa temple every Saturday night. Now, that time, my sisters were very small. My youngest sister was, I think, hardly 2 years or so. Very, very small. Other kids were also small, 4 years, 5 years, like that. I was the eldest. I was in 11th, 12th grade, I was 16, 17, like that. So, but we all used to go every Saturday night. We used to go there. We used to do the sadhana. Some of the days in Bombay, the rains used to pour heavily and the trains would stop. So all the other disciples would not come. One day, this night I will never ever forget. So one particular night, it was Amavasya, and Guruji's Guru had told him to do some Kali sadhana. It was Amavasya, it was pouring heavily in Mumbai, all the trains had stopped, no electricity, it was very, very bad. And so Mummy said, we are not going to Ayappa today because it is not worth it. Papa said, no, today is Amavasya night, Guruji has told, we have to do it. So initially there was a bit of tension whether we should go or not, but then Mummy said, no, I will also come with you. So Mummy and all the 5 kids, we go there on the mountain.
Big battalion.
Big battalion, all deserted. And there was no roof also. It was very, very bad. It was at one particular place there was a roof. So what Mummy did, Mummy put the chaddar there, the mattress, and she made my youngest sisters sleep. They slept. So me, Mummy and Papa and my brother, we were awake. We were doing sadhanas. So in the middle of the night, they also slept. Me and Papa are still doing sadhanas. It was very, very tough, very, very cold, dark night, lot of insects going everywhere. Then we are seeing a snake coming and going in the temple. But in that condition also, whether somebody comes or whether somebody does not come, my dad's determination would never ever go away. I mean, those nights that I have spent with him has been my inspiration. Even when I went to America, I was alone, and I continued that. Every Friday night, I would, like, my kids were just born, but every Friday night I would continue doing my sadhana. And sitting and doing the sadhana alone is very difficult, but the moment I would sit, I would just remember that Ayappa night, this night particular, and I'd be like, if my dad can do it, I can do it. And the whole night I would sit and do sadhana. So that determination. And when you see somebody so close who has never ever left it, whatever his guru said, he did it. That determination is what has made him what you see him today. And I was blessed to see that. So these Ayappa nights continued for, I think, 8 or 10 years. Okay, and those group of people also who were Guruji's disciples, they also slowly faded away. Then Guruji also passed away. Then Papa came on the Guru Pad. After that, fast forward, I was supposed to go to America. I got married and I was supposed to go to America. Before going to America, I was looking for a house. So, I mean, I could only afford a house in Mira Road. So I just bought that house in Mira Road. Now, even before buying the house, I used to take my daddy everywhere to, decide which house is right or not right. So he used to take his crystal, and then the house which he saw, he said, okay, this is your house, you just buy this. I said, fine. So we bought the house. After buying the house, I thought I will live there in that house. But no, after buying the house, I did the payment, and that very next week, I just did the Griha Pravesh Puja, slept one night, and the next day I had to leave for America. So that house, actually, I mean, God bought it through me, but God's purpose was different. God knows what His purpose. So I left the house, and that house became the sadhana point for Papa. So I was very happy. I mean, really happy that God has made all these plans. So he used to go there in that Mira Road house, which you have all seen. So Mira Road house became the sadhana place for Papa, where in that room, he has done so many sadhanas. And the result of that sadhanas was that Baglapit ashram, which was going to materialize in front of that house, in front of that building. So this is all divine plans. I mean, we cannot take credit for anything. We are just being chosen as an instrument to do certain things. That's all. So Divine Mother arranges for the money. Divine Mother arranges for the house. Divine Mother arranges for the ashram in front of the house. And then when the ashram was bought, I came from America and I saw it was a barren land. But I mean, all these disciples, Mishraji was there, Hemant Bangera was there, Kunju, lot of other people. I used to see in the hot sun, they would all sit and do their tapasya. It was so beautiful to see, and because of their tapasya, that ashram grew what it is. That ashram, that place was not ordinary. It has become strong because of the tapasya of all these people. I was very, very happy. There was one more incident in that. Even before the Mira Road, the ashram materialized, we used to continue that Ayappa tradition, and that was stopped once so after that, what happened? I decided that we will continue the tradition with these people, the other new disciples. I wanted them to learn. So we took this place in Goregaon. There is a Vageshwari temple. So every Sunday in Vageshwari temple, we used to meet the new disciples of Papa. So we used to meet, and I used to teach them everything. And every Sunday we would do the same thing. Whatever we were doing on Saturday nights, we would do on Sunday whole day. We would meet, we will do our Savalak, all the Das Mahavidyas. And Papa would come there in Vageshwari, and he would give the explanation and satsang and everything. So this tradition also continued. So Mishraji is one of the earliest disciples who has seen it. And I should tell you the story about Mishraji also. I really adore him, and his dedication towards Guruji is very, very pure. Very, very pure. So what happened was, Papa once told me, I used to worship Lalita Devi a lot, Lalita Tripura Sundari. So Papa said, okay, there is going to be Lalita Kotyarchan, but before that, why don't we do a small shivir in Meera Road itself, so that people around Meera Road will come to know. So then that was the time we did a small Lalita shivir in Meera Road, and I called everybody, and that was the first time when he had come in the shivir, and he got inspired, and then he joined Guruji. During that Lalita shivir, after the shivir and everything was over, Guruji blessed me, and Guruji said, within 3 years you will see your life will be changed completely. And which is very true. I mean, when Lalita gives, she gives everything. They say about Lalita Tripura Sundari, in one hand she gives you all the material riches, in the other hand she gives you liberation. So a person who is a Lalita devotee, they never fall short of anything. They have all the materialistic thing they want, they desire, and at the same time they get liberation. So all that blessing has come to me about Lalita Tripura Sundari. Whatever little knowledge I have, or I tell people, or I teach people, it has all come because of Guruji. He inspired me to do, and that journey started from Meera Road. Meera Road I taught a lot of people. Lot of ladies came to know about Lalita Sahasranam. Then the journey continued. I went to America. In America also, somewhere or the other, I am a very shy person. I don't talk or mix up with a lot of people. I am very, very shy person. But somebody would just catch me, and then this thing will start, and then people will just join, and groups will be formed, and I have taught Lalita Sahasranam and Sri Chakra, Sri Yantra to so many people. Again, I don't take the credit. It is all because of this line of Gurus who choose me as an instrument and make me speak and do things, which people like, because they are ready to get it from them. Okay, so this is the story about how the Lalita Sahasranam was done. Then there was big Lalita Kotyarchan. Then Meera Road house happened. Then Baglamukhi ashram happened. Now, when I was living in Meera Road, every time I would do my sadhana, I would see that I am going to California. I would see that very clearly in my vision. And I told my husband that, you know what, we are going to California, and we are going to stay near Paramahansa Yogananda's ashram, 100%. He's like, yeah, you and your daddy keep seeing all these things. I'm not going to US. I'm like, I am seeing it. We are living in that place, and I'm seeing it. So he never used to believe. I said, no, Babaji has also told me that we are going to California and we are living there. So at that time, there was no talks about US or anything. So that it went on like that, and then my husband finally got the chance, the job offer to go to US. Now when we went to the US, I didn't go to California. I went to another state called New York. It's like you can think like Kanyakumari to, like Kanyakumari is down south, right? So if somebody is going Kashmir, so like that, north. So I went to New York, okay? And there I'm sitting and thinking, why am I in New York? I was seeing in my vision California. Maybe I didn't see it rightly, but I started praying again. And one day Babaji came and said, 3 years you will be here in New York, this area, and after 3 years you're going to California. So I told my husband, after 3 years I'm going to California. He's again laughing. I said, see, you're not believing, but it happened. No, we came to US, and I'm seeing I'm going to Yogananda's ashram. I am seeing that, so we are going to go. So 3 years passed like that in New York, and I was praying. I would see the vision. After 3 years, I wanted them to come. My son was born, and they had come. So after he came, he told me a story about him. He said that he had gone to meet some prospective groom for my sister. And he said during that conversation, that groom side, they asked that, okay, Guruji, so you are going to US. Where are you going to US? So Guruji said, I'm going to California, and I'm going to Texas, and all those places. Guruji had no idea of how US is, how big US is. Where is New York? He does not know. Where is Texas? He does not know. Where is California? He does not know. But he said everything to the bridegroom, the prospective groom, that okay, I'm going to LA for sure. So they were like, okay. And then after the conversation happened, they came out, and then my mom is like, what did you tell? why did you tell like that? You do even know all these places? He's like, I don't know. I mean, I've got all this from Divine Mother. She's saying I'm going to these places, so I'm going to these places. So with that conversation, he came to New York, and then he's telling me, we are all sitting, by the time we have to move to another state, it's called New Jersey, which is near New York. So then we sat down, and then he's saying, okay, Rinku, we have to go to California. And I'm like, how are we going to go to California? It's so far, but we will try. It's so far, and what are we going to do there? You know? He said, देख, मुझे तो बोल दिया है अगला महीने कि मैं तो जा रहा हूँ योगानंद के आश्रम में, और मैंने तो देखा है. And I didn't tell him that I had seen this vision too. I didn't tell him that because I only told my husband about this. I didn't tell him at all. So I'm like, okay, तुमको बगला माई ने बोला है, बगला माई has said you, then we'll see, we'll go. So within 1 week, during that stay, he comes, he says, I am definitely going to LA. And my husband is like, how are we going to go? We don't know. And I am like, I have also seen a vision. So probably that vision is going to come true. So I am also going to go. And in that 1 week, things so changed. My husband's boss, he came and he said, you know what? We have to set up a new office in California. Would you take up this assignment? So my husband is like, yeah, sure, why not? He came to me and he said, Jana hai California, can we go? Can we go to California? I said, yes, my dad has to go to LA, so we will have to move. So now again, California is a very big state. We can go to any other city, but see how God works. My husband's company had 2 clients, and the clients were such placed that it was very near to Yogananda's 3 ashrams. Yogananda has 3 ashrams. Okay, so the clients were near these places. So because the clients are near these places, we had to look the house near that place. And every time my husband would visit California before that to see the client, he would pass through the ashram and he will say, oh, Yogananda's ashram is there. Okay, and I'm praying for you, like that. So this is how divine plans work, you see. The boss said, you go to California. And where will we live in California? Obviously, we'll live near the client's place. And it so happened that we had to take a house in Orange County, which is so centrally located. There are 3 ashrams, and all the ashrams are within like 45 minutes of drive for us. So anything or everything, I just go to the ashram whenever I want. Whenever Papa comes, we go to the ashram. We have such beautiful things. So like I have a guru here, my guru is Paramahansa Yogananda there. He also talks to me. He has also come in dreams so many times. I mean, that story is different. I can go on telling that story is also very beautiful. Yukteswarji has blessed us. Amazing place, amazing energy, all these things. The reason I'm talking about all this is how divine plans work. We think we are doing everything, but nothing is in our hands. God wanted this work to be spread, and that's how he brought him to America. And that arrangement was already done through this body. God again chose me as an instrument. Then when he was in America, merchant uncle, who was his god brother, means who was Bade Guruji's disciple, he called me and he said, Bade Guruji has come in my dreams and he has said, Guruji aane wale hain, Guruji is going to come and we have to do some program for him. I said, okay, I'll send him to Michigan, no worries. So we made an arrangement and he went to Michigan. And when he went to Michigan, that was the time I think he first met Sampatji. So he became the main person in Michigan, and the work went on in a bigger scale. So in US right now, Sampatji is handling the Michigan area, Sampatji and Merchant Uncle. In California, all his disciples are there. I mean, whatever programs, they're also learning. I took some interest and then we did a lot of sadhanas there also. The same thing, what I did in Vageshwari Mandir or what we did in Ayappa Mandir, same thing I did in California. The disciples there in California, they have also done Guru, Bhairav, Bagla, everything. I taught them. So this is how the work is going on, continuing. And Divine Mother, whomever she wants to bless, she is blessing. Amazing part. I should share this also. When he used to come to California, I couldn't accompany him everywhere. So he used to go alone to meet all the disciples. Because my kids were small, so I couldn't accompany. So many times Sampatji will be there, they both would go. one time my kids had grown up and I went to California to other places where he was going, and when I met the disciples, I was surprised the way those disciples adore him or like him the same way as you guys like him. And they will be like, you don't know, Guruji is like our father. Really, they cry for Guruji. And I was like, wow. And they will say, Guruji has come all the way here for us. You know, so that love which I see in people here, I have seen in people there. And those people, some of them are from Fiji, some other country. Fiji Indians are there, some Nepalese Indians are there, some Americans are there. But they all feel the same love, the same energy, the same tears. They all feel that. And when I came back home, I was telling my husband, oh my God, look at the work, how it has spread, and how Baba Bhootnathji and Guruji and our dad and Mata, Divine Mother, has been doing this work through so many sources and so many forms. So this is all about the entire thing, in a small nutshell. There are so many other experiences. In future, we'll share it. All right, Jai Gurudev.
I want to narrate one experience. One experience of that orange which we got in Mother Center.
बोलिए.
तू बता.
नहीं आप बोल दीजिए.
नहीं, संतरा जो मिला ना मदर सेंटर में
गिरा हुआ था ना.
गिरा हुआ था, बाद में भी पैकेट ला के दिया. और जो कांटा लेके आया वो ये बताएगा. नहीं कांटा
नहीं आप ही बोल दो. यू नहीं टेल.
तुम बोलो.
All right.
You are the proof.
So I took him first time
if
to.
I say something, people may think of the but proof is proof.
Yeah. So I took him first time to Yogananda's ashram. I think you were there also first time, no?
No, first time.
Second time you were there. Okay, so we went to Yogananda's ashram, and then he's like, okay, we need some blessing from Yogananda. We have to get some blessing. Okay, in America,
in material form,
yes. In America, there is, in that ashram especially, it is more Christianized. So there is no system of giving prasad. They don't give any prasad there. Okay, it is all clean. So you go there, you sit in the temple, you meditate, you come out. That's it. They will not give you anything to eat or anything. That's not this tradition. So he comes, he is used to taking prasad. So he's like, prasad ka hai? I said, yeah, you don't get prasad here. So then he's like, no, Yogananda will give us a prasad. Don't worry. So then we started walking. There's a big garden. We started walking. And then when we were walking with a monk. And the monk took us to a tree, orange tree, and we are talking there. And the moment we are standing there, one orange it falls down. And he says, le, Yoganand ne prasad de diya. See, Yoganand gave us the prasad. So we were laughing, So see, this is how it is. So if you desire for something, it comes. So Yogananda blessed us in the form of that. When the orange came, the monk saw it. And Papa said, see, this is Yogananda's blessing. And the monk was very happy. He said, wait, I'll give you more. And then he went to his room there and he got one whole big bag of oranges. And he said, please take it. And we got all that beautiful oranges, fresh from the tree, picked from the tree, as prasad. That was another big, beautiful story about Yogananda.
At that time, Srim was very small.
Srim was very small, yeah.
The next visit, he was little grown up. So he said, Nana, orange. He had in memory. I said, yes, again we will get orange. So 3 times I went there and I got orange.
Yes.
And thereafter I said, now I am satisfied with his real blessings. How God works, how the sages, gurus work, we unnecessarily claim that we are doing something. This is because of ignorance actually and arrogancy. But it should not happen. They do. I know they do. Yoganandji told me during my first Kotyarchan of Ganpati in Saili Hall, Borivali, and Ganpati said that now you are going to America. I declared in the public. My wife laughed at me in the room. I said, why you make fool of the people? Don't you feel shy and don't you think that God will punish you for all these actions, telling lies? I said, I know it's not lie, it's God's words. I'm going now. Even passport was not there at that time. Don't think of visa. But all materialized. At the same time, Yoganandaji said that you will come to my ashram. And there I will take care. And tell your daughters that I am the only caretaker in US for them.
Both of us are near Yogananda's ashram.
So उस time Chiku's question was not there at all because
she was not married at that time.
Not
so,
married.
Yeah.
Ultimately, she also went there. And one funny incident related with that California. We were going to Pune from Bombay, Mandu. In Vasi, we were having some tea at some spot. Chiku gave me a call from New Jersey that I have got 2 interviews in different companies. One was Wipro company, posting was to be done in New Jersey. Other was based in California,
Orange County.
LA area, Orange County area. So which one to choose? I said that what is your choice? He said I prefer New Jersey because a lot of Indians are there. I said no, you will not get in New Jersey. He said it is all approved, there is doubt in California.
Yes.
I said, forget that. Yoganandaji said that all your daughters will be there, so you will be there only.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
Don't think, don't apply mind. Forget Wipro. And she reached to
California. Orange County.
And so now she is also very close to Yogananda.
Very close to Yogananda ashram.
And the funniest part is whenever I go, whether I am in her house or Smita's house, everywhere it's very close. And I go and sit, Yogananda. Now you may all think, what is the relation between Yogananda, Guruji and Babaji and others? There is always a divine team working. It's not a one-man process because one man cannot control. These few names you are knowing. There are other gurus also working with me. So those experiences Sampath will tell. What he felt when he was sitting with me during these Kamakhya days only in the Texas Dinesh Sharma's house. That's why I called him. I want to keep all these things preserved in history. How really did he work? So try to have faith. We never tell lies. Things are things. And here also, yesterday night I was meditating. Babaji appeared and he said one thing. It's not very important that you came to this place, you have been chosen for this place. This is your good luck. And our blessings to all of you. We pull you. But the important thing is you should try to know where I am. Here is the question. Where I am. In which form I am. How I am working. And I am working for what? Only for few of you? Or for some other purpose of the universe? So you should try to learn and you should try to know. And you should really try to understand and experience that truth. That the purpose you have been called here. And he said in the night, today you will not sleep at all. I said, all right. Then things are not very easy. And he said, I am always guiding you. Everywhere you are all getting assistance. If you remember the scenes, how things are happening, you have to keep your Agya Chakra awakened, command center, and try to understand the language of your soul. Same thing Guruji also told in the night. Try to understand the language of soul because we are transmitting information through your souls. There is no direct means to transmit. So soul to soul connection, thought to thought, meaning to meaning. And in early morning at 5:30 Mother said, my temple is open, send all to have my darshan. And when Abhijit came, I said, Bagla is open. He said, no, all temples are closed. The Pandit that said, I said, no. Mother said, it is open, it is open. You believe on these people, I believe on her. Things are always true. Today I may know something in future, You all may know even more than me. So try to be positive. Now Sampath will explain how other gurus are working with us. Right? That's why when we pay Guru Mandal. When you go in Lalita's Archan system, Lalita Tapasundari, to understand that there comes the line Sri Nathji Guru Trayam Ganpati Trayam paid Bharam, like that. It's a big system. Vande Guru Mandalam. Mandal means group of gurus. They are in physical body, not in physical body. Their past gurus are, they will appear in future gurus. All gurus are there and all are now at Kamakhya Dham. Some in astral body, some in physical body, some in other way. Some with dadi, some without dadi. Try to seek their blessings for enjoy.